Friends, relatives, strangers, and enemies, welcome again to another episode of the Texas Conservative Channel, where today we're going to talk about national security screw-ups of awful proportion. And we're going to talk about Bill Maher. We're going to talk about his support of the president that's making all these national security screw-ups. Now, this crap is unbelievable. What's going on right now is absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to hit a series of topics with a few videos, and we're going to talk about missile defense. We're going to talk about pulling out of Afghanistan. We're going to talk about wild and idiotic healthcare proposals that must have been pulled out of the deepest, darkest corners of somebody's ass. And we're going to criticize, and we're going to put it under intense scrutiny what the Obama team has been doing. Now, of course, as I've always told you, YouTubers and viewers, the most important thing to America's survival are the 5 red state fundamentals. Basically American fundamentals, but certain parts of the country seem like they've abandoned these principles. National security, national missile defense, Second Amendment rights, energy, and taxes. On energy, Obama's getting a D right now. He's pulling about a D. On taxes, solid F. National security F. National missile defense F. I mean, he is screwing up something terrible. Now, one of my favorite subjects to talk about is missile defense. There's a lot of people who think they know more about missile defense than me out there. Well, let's examine that issue for a minute. Gary Seymour, who is one of Obama's national security advisors, has said that the Russians have legitimate concerns about America's missile defenses. Now, I was a Bush supporter, so I understand as a Bush supporter that the missile defense that the United States was trying to put in place, there's no way in hell that it would have ever threatened the offensive capabilities of Russia. The leaders of Russia know this. So, somebody has got made out to be a fool, and it's Obama and his team. And unfortunately, he's the President of the United States. Now, these missile defenses that were trying to put in place, certain phases of them were already there. The ground-based interceptor system, some of it's still there, but Obama's cutting funding on it. And now they're doing away with the theater defenses. Doing away with the funding on that. You can't make a cut in something and cut the funding on something, or cut the funding on the program over the scenes, and then turn around and say, oh, I've still got that program going, or I'm for that program. You're not for anything if you're cutting the funding for it. So, the missile defenses were meant to intercept like a rogue state. Everybody knows that Iran doesn't have the same number of missiles that Russia does. But they're much, much more likely to launch missiles that they've got with nuclear warheads. So the missile defenses, limited as they were only intended to knock down Iran and North Korea's missiles. So, unless the Russians have a vested interest in a rogue nation whom the fucking Russians supply missile technology to, unless they have a vested interest in those countries like North Korea and Iran being able to target the United States with missiles, then this is all bullshit. It's a fucking shucking jobathon. There's no question This is detrimental to American national security. There's no question about it. And I've taught missile defense for a long time. It's probably one of the most important red state fundamentals. Bill Maher, you voted for the son of a bitch. I don't know everybody, Bill Maher this, Bill Maher acting like you got a problem with Obama. You don't have a problem with Obama. Don't sit there and yap, like an idiot that you have a problem with Obama. You voted for him. You put the SOB in office. You and the people that think like you. And that's worth scrutiny here on the Texas Conservative channel. Now, I don't understand why America's missile policy has to change to the point to where it's in our vested interest to understand the capabilities of Iran and North Korea, and their missile capability is growing. I mean, North Korea is popping off little nuclear bombs. I mean, years are passing pretty damn quick. The months are flying by. If we don't have a vested interest in keeping up with that, then what in the hell are we going to do? It's all bullcrap. We need to knock back down on the Russians. But Obama's doing it. How the hell is he going to straighten this out? On top of that, Afghanistan. Obama's pulling out of Iraq. Now he's pulling out of Afghanistan. I've always said that the war on terror is multinational, meaning various nations, Iran, Iraq, every Middle Eastern nation where the radical Islamophobes come from. That's who the United States is at war with, and will be at war with till they're all fucking gone, until there's no threat to the United States. But Obama doesn't think that. He believes, I have to wonder if he even believes it, that there's not a global war on terror anymore. He's already ordered the troops out of Afghanistan. This is what he believed, pulling out of Iraq, pulling out of Afghanistan, cutting back on missile defense, and health care. Good golly, Miss Molly. During campaign, he's not for making everybody go out and get their own health insurance. Now that he got elected, what did he do? Well, folks, it's a shucking job. And I take it upon myself to bring you this important information. These screw-ups, after screw-up, after screw-up, after... Oh, Jesus. Oh, come on. God, you've got to help America. The good Lord has got to see America through this. And while we're waiting to see if the good Lord is going to help us through this, for certain, you can come here, catch this information. I'll keep you updated on what's going on national security wise for the United States of America. And of course, I've got my critics. They're out there. That's to be expected. Bring y'all's asses on, because what I'm saying is the truth. National security, national missile defense, Second Amendment right, energy and taxes. The Democrat Party is on the wrong side of those fundamental issues. The fundamental issues to America's survival. So, folks, you can catch all this information at www.myspace.com/TexasTime or www.youtube/JVBJASPERTX. Or I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping updated on all the important issues of the day, and I'll give you my take on them. So, you come back right here on the Texas Conservative channel. See you then.